Today, I wanted to quickly talk about my dating experience since moving to the Midwest, more specifically Minnesota. Um, as y'all can see, I am a black man, right? Quite, on the more attractive side of things, I would say. I'm not necessarily what people would, deem or consider to be ugly. At least I don't think, shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it up to the people and shit. But like, to be honest, man, I've been here for about 2 years now, and I moved here from Los Angeles, California. You know what I mean? And granted, there's a lot of cool stuff about Minnesota, about Minneapolis. I think, it's cheaper, and that's about it. If I'm being honest, I mean, I don't know what else to, compared to LA, yeah, it's cheaper. I guess you can say it's safer to a degree. But besides that, I mean, it's not like I did an upgrade, right? It's not like I upgraded my lifestyle or anything like that. I kind of just came here, business opportunity, work, and things of that nature. Right after I graduated my, college, more specifically my undergrad. And the first couple years, it was cool, kind of just meeting up with people in terms of like the dating scene, right, and like having casual fun and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have to be honest with y'all, man. This, in my opinion, if you are a black and dare I say even a minority group, right, ethnically speaking, I don't think this is the spot to be dating. I'm gonna be so honest with you. One, because the population obviously is going to be majority white. That's kind of just how it is. And if it's not that, it's either a majority white or it's going to be like East African, Somali. Which again, if you're into that, that's cool. I found a good amount of them to be attractive, more specifically like within the East African spaces. Ethiopians, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they got some baddies now. Somali got. Somalians are pretty bad too, and they got some bad white girls as well. But the problem is the culture here, man. I ain't gonna lie, is just so dead. You know what I mean? Like I've dated basically every ethnic group since I've been here, and when I say dead, I mean gone out with, had casual fun with, whether it be just dates, hooking up, whatever it may be. I've done it all. You know what I mean? And I have to say, so far, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I can't see myself marrying anybody from over here. You know what I mean? The girls are just bland. You know what I mean? If you're dating white girls, none of them really look all that crazy. You know what I'm saying? In general, I mean, the quality, quote unquote, of attractive girls in the Midwest, more specifically Minnesota, compared to a place like LA, it's like night and day, bro. You can't compare this shit. Nigga, have you been to LA, my nigga? Any major city, really, LA, Houston, Miami, New York, you can't beat it because there's just it's a more diverse and dense a population of, people. It's a melting pot of people from all around the world, bro. And you live in the Midwest, it's like these are people that have been here their whole lives. Yeah, you come across people that move in from like other places like Chicago or Wisconsin, but it's just other Midwest niggas. If I'm being, Michigan or some shit like that. It's like, yeah, nigga, you like, bro, like, this shit is so trash, dog. I ain't gonna lie, it's so trash. And I've been thinking to myself, man, like, I don't think anybody that's even like just a young person, if you're a young person that's just trying to, really get your feet going and, find your way. I'll say this, unless like you're just like a bland average white dude trying to like meet a girl and maybe start a family or something like that, super young, come on over to Minnesota, dog. You will thrive, bro. I'm not even gonna hold. You will thrive over here. If you're somebody that, you kind of want to be around diverse people, you want to have a higher likelihood of meeting your folk, people that kind of align with you as far as your interests, your personality goes, and things of that nature. If you don't fit in with what they currently have going on in the Midwest, it's over with, bro. Over. You're not. It's gonna be harder for you to find your clique over here than it would a major city. You know what I mean? That's why I'm thinking like, yo, it's better to just pay the extra, dollars and live in a major city because you will find your people. And at the end of the day, people is what really matter. You know what I mean? These are folk like that, like you can relate with and like have common interests with and stuff like that. Since I've been here, it's really a small amount of people that I've met that like I can actually vibe with in that way. Not only that, like if you're like someone who you have your own business, or you work solo, you work from home or anything like that, and you're trying to go out and meet people, dude, it's so hard to find, in my opinion, fun events to do out here. You know what I mean? Like it's so hard. I mean, if you're not going to like a rave or a concert, you know what I mean? Or I mean, you can go to like the Run Club and all these other different clubs, volleyball, basketball, whatever. There's still gonna be the same people. Like you're coming across people with the same personality, same mindset, like same dry Minnesota humor. It's like, nigga, get the that shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit pissed me off, bro. Pissed me the fuck off when I think about it, because it's like, how is everybody so boxed in like this, right? And I don't want to seem a bit ignorant because maybe someone from the Midwest, right? They go to LA and they have the same mindset. Oh, dude, everybody from LA is the same. But I mean, honestly, I just think, you can honestly find any group that you want in LA. If you're African, you want to be around more Africans, you can find that in LA. Yeah, you can find it in Minnesota too. But this shit is a lot more watered down and dry and just trash, bro. Like there's nothing compared to what you can find in LA or Houston, for example, right? If you're a Hispanic and you want to be around a Hispanic clique, definitely you want to be in LA. I mean, the food's gonna be, but that shit's literally right by the fucking border to fucking Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? If you're Indian or Asian, especially Asian, bro, go down to Irvine and in Southern California, go over to Fullerton. You will find your clique. Be in a major LA spot, you go to fucking Chinatown. I don't know. Here, you can find it. I mean, they got the Hmong people, I believe. Some Vietnamese folk over here and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they're as cool as the ones they got over in LA, though. I mean, they chill. They all right. But the ones in LA are a lot more chill. You know what I'm saying? They got the fast cars and shit like that. They got the drip. The ones I've met over in Minnesota, man, it's just like, take all the seasoning away from the folk you'd find over in Southern California, dog. That's what you're getting over here, man. And it's quite unfortunate, man. It's quite unfortunate because Minnesota, honestly, I mean, it's like middle of the pack. It's like, if you want to say that Chicago is like the little brother to a New York, well then, fucking Minneapolis is the little brother to Chicago. And that's just like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I went to Chicago on a road trip one time because I was so bored of just being in Minneapolis. When I went there, bro, I was like, dog, it was actually eye-opening. I was like, bro, that's probably the best place to be in the Midwest if you have money. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be in Chicago on some broke shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually have some money to be on the good parts of Chicago so you can still experience the culture, the architecture, and stuff like that. Minnesota is just fucking trash, man. I'm sorry, man. Like, dating here is so fucking garbage. I really just came on here to say that. I don't want to say I regret coming here. I think I've learned a bit about myself since being here. But like overall, would I recommend any young person moving out here, especially if you're somebody that's part of a minority group, more specifically black? Hell the fuck no. I don't think there is no thriving here. Not only that, there's always undertoned racism when you're dealing with like white folk over here in Minnesota, bro. Like they like to paint it as this city that's like super friendly and things like that. And to a degree, sure, but like I feel like there's more undertone racism. Like when you go to a place like the South, when it's more in your face, I kind of appreciate that more than being over here and like somebody pretending like they fuck with you, where in reality it's like they don't really like you, but like they don't have the confidence to say that. So like they just treat you kind of differently and stuff like that. It's like, dude, you're such a fucking bitch, bro. Like actually get some fucking balls. If you have something to say it. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota, they're just a bunch of pussies over here, dog. But anyways, that's all I got to say. Overall, how would I give the dating experience here? I'd give it a 2 out of 10. Very trash. I plan on moving out of here within hopefully the next 2 years, man. Hey, if this YouTube shit goes off, man, hey, who knows? It could be sooner, but let me know what y'all think. If y'all are in Minneapolis or in the Midwest in general and you've been dating and you're black or a minority group, how has that been for you? Let me know in the comments below. Outside of that, I'm out, bro. Later.